What were some of those early lessons in the NHL in that first phase where it's like,
Yeah.
welcome to the NHL?
There's so many, man. Like I just finished 11 years now and it's like you still learn like all the time. It's the big thing for me was learning how to be a pro. Like eh, I could always just go out there and play and like do what I do and play hockey, but to be a pro is something I had to learn. Just the day-to-day things that seem simple, but like they're not, is like the day to day, how you take care of your body, how you lead, how you make people around you better, how you make yourself better, how you train, all that stuff. And you to be a lead at all of it and to be like where guys around you are all on the same page. And like, and that's something that I didn't really learn at a high level, probably till a year after I was in Nashville. And then Nicky Foligno came into Columbus and was great for me. And then I had some other guys too. And then I had Mike Fisher and Shea Weber here in Nashville that like where I was kind of at like 80% of doing everything great. They took me up to like to my max potential.
Oh yeah.
And now it's really cool to look back and be grateful for those guys and give them credit every time I see them because now you get the young kids coming up to you being like, man, you were so good for me this year. Like you helped me so much and it's fun following you and watching you do your thing. And that's so fulfilling to be older now and just be able to give the guys credit down throughout my career. And so that's been fun.
We were talking with Brant Snedeker, and he had mentioned his first time at Augusta playing with Freddie Couples, and
Mm.
kind of had a tough start, and not really playing up to his potential. And Freddie comes over and just puts his arm around him. He's like, "Look, it's all good. Just play your game and let's go."
He's like, we all do it, right? So
100%.
yeah,
And like it just seems like that can be such a helpful thing for young players in any sport, right? That mentorship and that guidance.
Well, you know what the thing what you just said and what Sned said to you, like Sned's is a veteran pro. He doesn't forget that. He
Right.
remembers that. That made a difference to him. That made a huge impact on him. And whether Freddie will ever know that or not, and whether when I do things I don't really know it or not, it's just natural. That those moments like make you realize, man, this is just a game.
mm,
Like it's just a game. Like I have a bad game or we lose a game. It's like you look at some of your teammates and you're like, all right, like we lost. Yeah, we played bad, but it's just a game. Like we'll be back. We'll play again 2 days. But those moments where an older veteran guy grabs you and someone who's seen it all and been around to take a moment to like show you and take you under his wing is you don't forget moments like that in sports and probably everything in life. Like you get someone that takes time and just reminds you that hey, like you deserve to be here. Yeah, you're not having a day you'd like, but it's all good. And that's what I would say to that is I think Sned's, that's probably a moment in his career where now he saw that from an older guy where now he learned from that, and I'm sure he does that to a lot of young golfers where a lot of young golfers now will look back in 20 years and tell the same story.
yeah, man, pay it forward.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, is there any advice maybe you'd give young guys coming up in hockey?
It's a lot of things you can always do for me as I've gotten older, and because it's tough to say to kids like work hard, like you just got to work hard and the guy next to you, like yeah, that's all true, and like for me, I'm all about the fun part of it. I was raised with tremendous parents, and my dad was like, I owe all the credit to him for where I'm at today, which is he's the most positive person ever. And it's just incredible, really. And like for me, it's like when I talk to kids, and it's all about having fun. Like just have fun. Like work hard and have fun. Like do what it takes to win. Do what it takes to make yourself better, make your teammates better, and enjoy doing it
Yeah.
because, like we just talked about, it's just a game. Like it's just a game, and you just got to go out there and enjoy it. And still today, like 11 years in the league, for me, my teammates sit on the plane after a game, and we're like, it's just a game. Like, and we have fun and we smile, and it's so important to just enjoy it because you see so many kids that are like training 12 months a year, like grinding and grinding. And it's like, man, like go out and golf, like
Yeah, yeah,
go play some pickleball, like just enjoy your
Yeah.
life, have fun. Like,
yeah.
yeah, like just enjoy what you do.
I have friends who are now mentors in the acting, producing space.
Mhm.
They're high level people, and They tell me, man, they're like, enjoy your life, because I worked through my 30s, and even some of them even their 40s, and it flew by. So they don't remember anything because all they were doing was the work, And it's at the end of the day, you got to realize we have lives, and your life experience. Yeah, you can want to be the greatest, but if you're not enjoying your life and moments together, making memories, those little small things.
Absolutely.
What's it for,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's what I bring to my team is I'm not a guy who sits in the gym for 8 hours and drooling in the mirror, like I'm not. That's just not who I am. And I think like
I'm like, shit, that's me.
Maybe
That's why you're laughing. I already know.
Yeah, not the drooling over yourself.
But that was going to be my next point. But that's just not me. And
Yeah.
some of my teammates are like that, and they're just like trained like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's very important to them, and that's what makes them click, and that's what they bring to our team.
Yeah.
For me, my aspect is the positivity and the fun. Like I walk into a room after a loss, I'm like, "Hey, we lost. Like, we're going to Montreal. Let's have a nice dinner and hang out and have some fun." Or in the summer, like, you enjoy your time. And my leadership is I embrace the role of just being I try and be the best teammate ever. Like when I retire, like a lot of guys want to, like, you look at Michael Jordan, like he just wanted rings, nothing but rings. And it's amazing. Like but like, I don't want to win like that. I don't want my teammates to be like, yeah, he was a hard on me teammate. Like he beat me to the ground. Like, yeah, it's incredible, but it's just different for me. Like if I'm going to win, I want my teammates and myself to be like, I did it the way I wanted to. I had so much fun. I enjoyed it. I want all my teammates to be like, man, he was one of the best teammates I ever had. Like we had so much fun together. And that's how I want to do it. And everyone's different, but.
Yeah. And you're doing your thing, right? And you're bringing your own uniqueness in. And it's like, that positivity is infectious, man. And it's very easy, especially in a team sport, I'm sure, to pick up the mindset of someone else around you. And if someone's being negative, it's like, then it can bring it could change the whole game, right? And if you're just always being a great teammate, you're going to get better games, better experience, you're going to have better camaraderie. It's and then celebrations afterwards,
Absolutely. And I feel like you gain a lot more respect of the teammates too, the way, if you approach it like that. Like, so when you do have moments where you're like, hey kid, like this needs to be better, he appreciates it because you care about him. You take time and you have fun with him, and you're positive with them all the time. And then when there are moments where you need to wake someone up, it's like, he looks at you and he's like, oh, okay. Doesn't do that very often. So, I better wake up.
It makes me want to be your teammate. But like, think of how many Freddie Couples moments you probably have with players, right? Like that, like you said, you might not even know about. Like, because it could just be those small things. Like, oh my God, Ryan just really helped me today. And that will like stick with them forever. I totally agree. It's like sometimes it takes, years and years to understand like the important stuff, like the relationships and the memories and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's what people are going to remember, right? Not like the hard ass coach that was like, fucking go, go, go. But like those little moments that really actually were more effective than a hard ass coach, right? Like,
absolutely. No, I sit here today and, you can always be better and you can always be doing more. I could be more successful. Could have won a cup by now, maybe, but I'm also very proud of the fact that I have a lot of great relationships in the league and then just hockey and I feel like, I've been a good leader and a good role model for the younger kids, and how they should treat their teammates and operate. And I'm one of those guys always as a young kid live with me every year. I want to bring them in and just show them how to have fun and be a great teammate and do things the right way. And I couldn't tell you how many of them over the years I've just been like, wow, like you're so great for me. You're awesome. Like, but I only do that to kids and younger guys that I know they'll do the same thing.
right.
Like if I have kind of like an arrogant younger kid, like, yeah, I'll always work with them and teach them. But I love bringing in a kid that I kind of see myself, and I feel like he's going to pass it on and do the same thing. For me, that's like awesome. Because they just have great character at a young age, and you're like, okay, that kid's going to be a great leader, and I see a lot of upside in him. So I want to bring him in, show him the right way early, and do all the things that I was taught, and then they come back to me in a year or two, and they're like, man, like, you're an awesome teammate. It was, like, you're so great for me, like, coming into the league, and I'm like, he's going to do the same thing for a young kid and pass that down. So that's fulfilling to me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching Studio 22.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And follow our socials at Studio 22 Podcast.